Hey, welcome. It's today's episode of Your Daily Scrum. I'm Professional Scrum Trainer Ryan Ripley. That is Professional Scrum Trainer Todd Miller. We get together each and every day to help you get a little bit better at Scrum each and every day. Like and subscribe. We're cruising towards 10,000. Share the show. Let your friends know. Share it with your coworkers. Get it out there. LinkedIn, Twitter, great places to drop a link to your favorite episode, and it helps us out quite a bit. So thank you in advance. Leave us your questions and comments. We love answering real questions from real people. Your comments also help us know whether or not we're delivering value to you. Of course, Todd, they need to join us over at community.agileforhumans.com.
Oh, yeah.
Why aren't you there? It's free. We do a situation room every Monday. Todd tries to bend your brain a little bit, maybe trick you every once in a while, but it's good fun and it's a good discussion, right?
Come on over.
Join us. Todd, I got a question for you today. Came from a class that I'm teaching this week. Todd and I are busy. We've got, are we doing 3 classes this week?
Yeah, busy.
Whoa.
Week.
All right.
Kanban to Scrum to
more Scrum.
More Scrum.
So let's check this out. Todd, can the product owner attend the daily Scrum?
A lot of caveats to this. Can they attend the daily Scrum? They may, as a silent observer, if they so choose. My caveat with that is that product owners are terrible silent observers. I myself, as a product owner, am a very bad silent observer. I cannot keep my mouth shut. So therefore, I would say in the context of that situation, it's probably best not to. Maybe show up right after or something like that. Or let's just build the relationships within the team that you are involved when you need to be. So that is, though, of course, assuming they're not a developer.
Yeah. So if they're a developer, then yeah, they get to attend, don't they? Mm-hmm. But typically they're not. So I like your answer, Todd. It's hard for them to keep quiet. I think it's even harder for developers when they're stumped on something to resist the urge to ask a question. So I think it's multi-directional. The class today, they asked this question. I basically said, look, spend the 15 minutes with your have the developers spend the 15 minutes building their plan for the next 24 hours, figure out how they're going to collaborate on their work to make great progress towards their sprint goal, make sure they're not blocked on anything, figure out how they're going to attack stuck work and blockers. And at the end of that 15 minutes, Todd, guess what they can do? They can end the event and then go talk to the product owner, right? Totally allowed. So can you wait 15 minutes and then go talk to the PO? So I don't think that's too big of an ask. Do you?
No. Yeah. In fact, to that point, Ryan, I've worked with a Scrum team once where they did refinement immediately after the daily Scrum for a half an hour a day.
Sweet.
Sometimes the product owner would show up and just be like, I don't really have anything to refine. Or they would just say not to do it, but they would do refinement I think it was every other day. I don't think it was every day, but it was a half an hour, fairly consistent. I can't remember. I'm getting old and losing track of things. So, I think that all these things, right? But honestly, as a product owner, unless you're operating as a developer, first of all, it's a planning meeting for the developers, by the developers. You are not going to be able to stand there and not say anything.
Correct.
You just can't do it.
It'll be difficult. So if you have the discipline, actually, no, we're not even going to recommend it. Just don't do it. Yeah, do not attend. Give the developers the 15 minutes, and then I think, Todd, we've never talked about that. That's such a great idea. Right after the daily Scrum, maybe every other day, do a little refinement with the PO. Man, that's great.
People are already distracted. Right. People are already out of their heads and into something. So why not just shift straight into refinement? You're talking about the sprint, shift over and to talk about stuff in the future sprints.
Love it. Well done, Todd. I think it's time for the end screen.
It is the end screen. I have a suggestion, Ryan.
Let's hear it.
Okay. My suggestion is if it's cold where you are, to go over with where your heat is when it's turning on and put your hands in front of it until they get really hot and really sweaty. Then come back, put them on your mouse, and cool them off by hitting like and subscribe to this channel.
I like it. So get them real hot and then cool it down with a nice like and subscribe. Check us out on
I'm having a lot of fun with this.
Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. We're active. Some videos are going to pop up. The algorithm thinks you'll like them. We do too. For Todd Miller, I'm Ryan Ripley. Go forward, do some great Scrum things. Have your product owner hang back until after the daily Scrum. Maybe do some refinement and cool your hands off. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you.